Hey there, happy day. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Day 667 of What's She Up To Now. She being me, Pajama Grandma Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, documenting the journey from, and it still is, from offline to online business, and what I'm doing now. What am I doing now as I've left corporate America, left my brick and mortar real world businesses behind, and transitioning to an online Pajama Grandma lifestyle, a lifestyle that is more fun, more relaxed, more enjoyable than the day-to-day grind that I was caught up in for decades. And it wasn't always a day-to-day grind, but a lot of it was a day-to-day grind. And there's ways to combine that little bit of grind and make it a lot more fun and a lot easier than I was making it. And I didn't realize that back then, but now I realize that. And so it's really fun to automate and find easier, faster ways of doing things and more fun ways of doing things. I guess bottom line is more fun and productive and life-enhancing ways of doing things than I have in some instances in the past. So my question today for you is, what's your thing? What is your thingy? What is the thing that makes your heart sing? What is the thing that you love to do? I'm asking you to please share it in the comments below. What is something that you do that you just absolutely love to do? Maybe it's something that you do by yourself. Maybe it's something you do with other people. Maybe it's a hobby. Maybe it's a talent or a superpower or a thing that you don't even realize that you're awesome at, but everybody else realizes you're great at it and they come to you for it. What is your thing? If you could say, I only have one thing, if I could only do one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be? Mine used to be cooking. I loved to cook. I love cooking. I used to love to cook. And so for a long time, cooking was my thing. It was my thing I loved to do. Then it was business. Then it was a lot of different things. And we go through different stages and different phases of our life where we have one thing. So right now, my one thing is kind of challenges. I love and I'm working a lot with challenges. So if I had to say, I would say my one thing right now is challenges. So what is your one thing? What is the one thing that you drop like magnifying glasses on the floor? A very important thing to me right now, a very important one thing to me is magnifying glasses. But what's your thing? What is the thing that makes you just wake up and jump out of bed in the morning and say, oh, I get to do this today, or I wish I got to do this today? Maybe it's a sport, maybe it's an activity, maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's a craft, maybe it's a different thing. I remember in high school I used to do these weavings. I used to love to do art, and I would do weavings. In college, it was being involved in extracurricular activities, and more so than school, and different groups and organizations. That was kind of my thing in college. My thing in college should have been studying, but it was more the social interactions and getting involved in things and meeting people. Throughout my career, it's been different things. Like I said, it was cooking for a long, long time. I had a food business for 35 years. I've had, I spent over a quarter century in corporate America, done like 27 or so different businesses. So I had a lot of different things, but my one overriding thing was that stayed consistent through all that was cooking, my love of cooking and having a food business. Now, like I said, it's challenges. So what is your thing? What is the thing that just, if you could do it, it'd be the thing that you did all the time, or you would do it a lot more often than maybe you're doing now, or maybe you are doing it. Maybe every day you are doing your one thing. And if that's you, then share that below too. So that's, today was all about water for the BP challenge. I actually drank a whole bunch of water yesterday and no coffee and ended up with a killer headache, which was a lesson learned that I should know about myself, and I totally forgot. But I broke my coffee pot, and instead of going to get a new one, I thought, oh, I need to drink more water. I'll just drink water today. And so I drank a lot of water, which helped to clean out the caffeine, but it cleaned it out really fast and gave me a killer migraine. There are those of us that are coffee drinkers or caffeine drinkers, and when we stop cold turkey, guess what? We get massive headaches, and we think that we're sick and there's something wrong with us, but it's just the result of cutting off caffeine cold turkey, which tells me I probably have a little bit too much dependence on caffeine lately. So that was that for the Supersize Your Business. I asked people to share their biggest piece of wisdom, their biggest piece of advice that they've gotten so far, and then I'll pop back to idioms tomorrow. But I wanted a break from idioms today. Sometimes we just need to shake things up and change them, and I needed a little bit of a change today. So that's it. That's all I've got today. I am going to work on a couple projects for teams that they need help with, and I'm going to do some organizing and some personal projects that I want to do to just get some other things in order to make me feel better. And I'm going to go buy a new coffee pot. I already decided that one. Have an amazing day. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Share your one thing. Share the one thing that makes you really, really happy in the comments below. That's it. Have an amazing day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.